Yeah. Then comes this question, grade 10 question on properties of matter. It says that consider the substances below: copper, magnesium oxide, sand, copper 2 oxide, all the substances are here, and says that identify which of the substances above are or is an element. Okay, which of these are elements? Okay, if you look at the first line, we have copper. Okay. Second line, we don't have any. The third line, we have argon. And then hydrogen. So we have identified 3 elements. So then comes this question. It says that identify which of the above substances are compounds. Okay, on the first line, we have magnesium oxide. Okay, on the second line, we have 2 copper, 2 oxide, and calcium hydroxide. On the third line, we don't have any. Yeah, then comes this one. Identify which of the above substances are mixtures. So when you check on the first row, we have 1 which is sand. Okay. Then when we come to the second row, we have air. Air is a mixture. Then we come to the third one, we have porridge. So these are the mixtures we have identified. Yeah, then comes this one. It says that identify which of the above substances are pure substances. Okay, here you have to remember that for a substance to be qualified as pure, it must be an element or a compound. Okay, let's look at. On the first row, we have an element which is copper, that's pure. Okay, we have a compound which is magnesium oxide, which is also pure. So all we need to do is to pick up all the elements and all the compounds. On the second row, we have copper 2 oxide. It's a compound and it's pure. Then we have calcium hydroxide. It's a compound. Okay. Then we come to the third row, we have argon. Argon is an element, and an element must be pure. Then we come to hydrogen. It is also an element and is so pure. Then comes this question saying, consider the mixtures below. The mixtures will have tap water, concrete, brush, which is an alloy of zinc and copper, Coca-Cola, sugar water, porridge, chalk suspension, coffee mixture suspension, and they say identify which of the above is or are homogeneous mixture. Or if we could recall, homogeneous mixtures, they are uniformly mixed. You can't see the components. You can't identify the components. So let us start with tap water. Tap water is a mixture. It has chlorine mixed in. It has other gases, carbon dioxide mixed in. So it's not pure. So, but the thing is, can you identify the components? No, you can't identify. So that makes it to qualify as homogeneous. So we have tap water. We come to concrete. With concrete, we can identify the composition. You can see the stones, and so it's not homogeneous. But a brush is homogeneous. You can't differentiate between zinc and copper. So next comes brush. Then Coca-Cola, that soft, lovable drink. There are around 7 or more components inside there. Sugar inclusive and other chemicals. But can you identify them? No. So it qualifies to be called homogeneous. Sugar water. You can't differentiate sugar and water, so it's also homogeneous. Porridge, obviously no. Who can see the flour and others? Chalk suspension, no. You can see the particles inside. Chalk particles. Coffee mixture suspension, no, it's not homogeneous. You can see the suspended particles. So these are the ones which we have identified as homogeneous. So heterogeneous, what are the components of heterogeneous? So heterogeneous. So which of the above are heterogeneous? Here you need to know that for heterogeneous, the components can be seen. So it's not uniformly mixed. So when you start with tap water, obviously it's not hetero. But concrete is. So concrete is our first member here. Brush is not. Coca-Cola is not. Sugar water is not. But porridge is. Porridge is heterogeneous because we can see the components. Okay, then chalk suspension is, we can see the suspended particles. Okay, even cough mixture suspension is also hetero. is not uniformly mixed, the undissolved suspended particles can be seen. And with that, I would like to thank you for your time. The channel is PSSB, Physical Sciences Silver Bullet, with me, Richard, here. We urge you to subscribe, to comment, to like, to share, and also to remind you that Physical Sciences Silver Bullet, PSSB, is a science YouTube channel specializing in physical sciences grade 12, 11 and 10, and natural sciences grade 8 and 9. We are advising you to make use of our playlist, where you can easily access materials which belong to your level. For grade 10, just go to playlist and click grade 10 physical sciences. Everything will be at your exposure. And we mean everything, because we are simply the best. See you then. Bye bye.